All right, now here we go. Now, if you want to keep those heating bills down, you might want to invest in a wood stove. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to get you a good chainsaw to get you some firewood. Now, we've been burning wood for many years, and I replace my saw probably about every 7 or 8 years. I kind of keep them rotated. Now, I picked this one up at Lowe's. It ran me a little over $300, and this is the Husqvarna 450cc Rancher Edition. Now, this saw did come with a 20-inch bar and chain on it, which that's a pretty good size. I usually stick with 18s, but I got a 20 this time. Now, I'm going to open up this box on the bar, and I'm going to show you everything in it. And we're going to get this all put together and ready to go out to the woods. Now, in that box, you're going to have your owner's manual. You're going to have your 2 caps. One is for your mixed fuel, and one's for your bar and chain oil. You have 1 little bottle of premix for your gas oil mixture. That'll make 1 gallon. And then it has your chainsaw key. I couldn't really tell you what that tool is actually called, but I always call it a chainsaw key because it does everything to this saw you're really going to need to do. Now you take that, take this little shipping screw out, and you're going to pull that sheath off of your bar and chain. Now you are going to have to buy a file to sharpen that chain after each use. You know, every tank of gas or so I always stop and sharpen, but that's going to be another video. Now you pull these little plugs out right here. They put that in there for shipping purposes, keep dirt and stuff out of there. And you're going to put your permanent caps in there. Now they can be a little stiff to get pulled out. Now whenever you get this cap, you're going to have this little prong on the end. You pinch those together and you put them inside the tank. That'll keep you from losing your cap whenever you're out cutting wood. Just pinches together and slides right in. Now this is where your mixed gas goes. And then the other side is where your bar and chain oil goes. Now do not use this saw without your bar and chain oil. It will burn up your bar. There's your primer bulb. Usually about 6 pumps on that. And you reach over and you pull up your choke. And about the 2nd or 3rd pull, this saw is going to fire off every single time. I don't care if you've left it in the shed for the last 9 months or a year. It will fire off just about every single time. That is not a trick of the camera. That saw and bar and chain is the full length of a kitchen table. Now this chainsaw key, you can take that and open up these caps. Sometimes they'll get a vacuum built up on them and they're kind of difficult to get off of there. So keep that chainsaw key handy. Don't lose it. Now, that same tool, there's your nut right there for tightening up your bar. Now, do not go cutting after you've sharpened it. Don't go cutting without tightening that up because you don't want your chain to loosen. Now, that's your set screw right there. That's how you adjust the tension on your chain. The same tool, you can pull the cover off of this. You got 2 clips on the back, and I tried to pull it off like an idiot. I forgot it's got a 3rd clip on the front, so you reach up there and you pop that off, and it's going to expose your spark plug, which the plug wire is on there very tight. I'm going to get that pulled off, and then we're going to take that tool and you can pop that spark plug right out with the same tool. Now right below it is your air filter. Don't forget to clean that out every now and then, because if your saw's not getting air, it's not going to run right. Now we're going to get this all put back together, and we're going to get back out to the woods and we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to show you how it runs. Now, I've never had a problem with Husqvarna saws. They last a long time. They're built very well. Here we go. Now I take a little cut right here. Actually 2 cuts. I'm going to cut out a wedge out of the front of this tree. I'm going to cut down both sides. I probably should have plunge cut the center because I did get a little bit of kickback out of it. But, you know, that comes down to experience. And as you can tell, this tree is going to drop real quick and in a hurry. Now, we spent probably about 3 hours out in the woods, and we got a pretty good little haul. Now, you're going to want a log splitter for some of these large pieces, but this right here is probably about 3 hours of work. Pretty happy with the saw. I always am. I thank you all for watching my videos. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Be safe out there.